Nolene,
Yes.
you grew up in a small town.
Yes.
We just found out you are German. Which,
Yes.
There you go. There's a good bond.
Yes.
Were your parents still kind of German? Were they like very strict, or how?
Oh,
did it...
certainly my mom's side of the family is very German. Yes. Yes.
How did you cope with that?
We spoke. Our family gatherings were always we called the language Danglish because it would be Deutsch and English mix.
My kids are always like, because I always speak German to them.
Yes.
But they always answer in English.
Yes.
But I'm now getting to the point where they want to say certain things.
Yeah.
And they don't want their friends to know that. That's when they say things to me in German. Actually. Did you do that too?
That's how they kept secrets from us kids, was when they were talking about somebody, they would switch it to
I still
German.
do it too.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. So you love the prairie life, eh?
I love it, yes.
You still live in the prairies?
Technically, yes. I'm living out of my suitcase, to be honest, right now. But home base is still Alberta for me. I'm kind of in between.
Whereabouts in Alberta?
Southern Alberta, about an hour from the Montana border, 3 hours south of Calgary.
Oh,
so
God.
Small town. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Which you probably love, eh?
I love it. It's a great break. Great place to come home to after being out on the road and under the bright lights. So I love it.
I was talking earlier on to Jess.
Yes.
She lives in Alberta too somewhere, right?
You know, I just met Jess for the first time. I think she's from Saskatchewan. Yeah.
But she is small town too, loves it.
Yeah.
How do you cope with all this? And then you're like, oh fuck, I want to get out of it and go back home and enjoy my home.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing journey. You know, adjusting to a world like this is a brand new world based on the ideologies and the lifestyle that I grew up around.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you just have to stay grounded in who you are and really know who you are and stay true to that light, and that will always translate in whatever room that you walk into. So
when you go on stage, because I get the feeling you're fairly introverted.
I've got both sides of my personality. I can be definitely both.
Of course, but
I'm a bit reserved, but I'm not shy.
No, that's not what I meant.
Yes.
By that one. But I can tell it like you have this, and which is part of the business. But then when you're like, okay, I want to.
Yeah. I love to be alone.
Yeah. I have the same. Like when you're on. But actually, that happened yesterday. It was a little bit abrupt. We went to my wife and I. We went to King Tabs, and I just came to town because I was driving from Victoria.
Yes.
And there were hundreds and thousands of people.
Oh my gosh.
Busy and hi and then and I was like, there was a moment where I'm like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
And so I said to my wife, I'm like, let's go.
Yep.
And she's like, okay.
Okay.
And then it's like, do you ever find that it gets to the point too where you're like, okay, I spin a lot?
Sometimes I think I've definitely had to learn a lot about where to draw the line and where my battery ends. So yeah, for sure I do. I've been really valuing and prioritizing my rest as much as possible, just because there's not been a lot of it. But that's.
So did your parents supported you on this journey? Because you started playing early at the age of 12, right? Piano?
Well, I've been taking piano lessons since I was 5.
Whoa.
But I switched to guitar. I was always into creative writing as a kid. That's really my main creative writing, and writing stories and poems. I was a big reader, everything like that. And then when I started to write poetry, and around the same time I picked up the guitar, and then that's how I began writing songs, and had been performing a little bit, at recitals, like very chill performing.
Well, chill, you won Sirius XM, didn't you win?
That through my childhood, I had been on stage at like piano recitals, and then began as a teenager attending open mics and such things. And then, it just continued. I knew that's what I wanted to do, and snowballed. And my parents, yes, to get to your question, my parents have been very supportive of me in this journey. I moved back from a ranch job, a little bit of a lost ship about what I was going to do next. I knew what I wanted to do next, but again, like growing up in a community like I did, it was like people would look at. I never really admitted it to anybody because they would look at you like you had 8 eyes on your head, you know? And so, but the moment I stepped off that ledge and into my truth and into my dream, there was no
going back.
was no plan B, you know, and I knew that. I think that's what's really terrified me, is because I could imagine if I could imagine pursuing any other career, I felt like I could imagine like the step-by-step of what would happen next. But pursuing music was the one, my true dream was like the one unknown, and it's been a great adventure, and there's no playbook out here other than your gut.
So where do you see yourself keep going? What direction? Like, do you want to, like, Canada, States, Nashville, Europe?
Yeah, you know, we're going to be taking part. There's a traveling festival called C2C overseas in Europe, and it goes from, like, I bet we'll be in Berlin. I shouldn't say the cities because I can't remember. I'm not. Maybe don't quote me on that. But we've been focusing on all of it. Obviously, most of my touring has been in the United States, but we've been doing lots of festival dates, and we've been hitting Canada hard too, and went overseas for the first time this spring to Ireland and the UK, and I'm so excited to break into more of Europe. Yeah.
Did you have your red hair then too?
I've had my red hair for I've had it for a long time.
Because Ireland must be like, yes.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, they're like, we know. Yeah,
yes.
It was very kindred. Ireland felt very home. Very home. Like yeah.
Pale skin a little bit.
I know. I know. I looked like a local.
You fit right in.
Right in. It was wonderful.
It was perfect. Did you drink a lot of beer there too?
Between you, yeah.
Between you and me.
Yes, we did. We went for it. It was so much fun.
But it's fun, eh? Having those, like, different.
The culture is beautiful. It's like,
I know.
Yeah, they love to have a good time out there,
God.
and
like,
we'll encourage you to do so. Yeah.
And they support it, and it's just very happy.
Yes.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Although it
absolutely.
can get very emotional.
Yeah.
Irish people are. Let's just call them very passionate.
Passionate, yeah, for sure. Very passionate folks. It's a beautiful thing.
So the country music over there was just very well received for you too?
Yes, absolutely. You know, Ireland, I feel like most of the crowd over there that came out to the show that we did, we were opening for Zach Bryan, and most of the people, I think, were out of town, or like were farm people that came in outside of like the local Dublin crowd, but many of them, it was kind of during apparently their harvest, like a really busy farming time, but it's a very rural, I feel like rural music translates so wide. It's like actually not surprising to me that so many people overseas, abroad, connect with American and Canadian rural music, because I think that the rural experience is, and the humanity in the songs is shared. It's like, it's shared amongst, it can go, so far. Yeah,
good for you.
Yes.
So where are you going to tour on past CCMA?
I actually have, for the first time in a while, a couple weeks off of touring, but still.
Are you going to go home and
I'm gonna get my head on straight about recording my album in October, and then next we go on tour with Coulter Wall across Canada. So that'll be our up next for the band and I in Canada. We'll be out with Coulter and the Scary Prairie Boys. So we can't wait.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it looks, the way you sound like you're very excited about it.
I'm very excited. Coulter is one of my very favorite artists, and also a friend now. And we've toured last year together, and I love the band. I love the whole crew. It's home team for us, so we're very excited to get to spend that time and do these shows with him. Yeah.